Cash this season?
Everything. New costumes, new pranks in the office, as you guys can see, but you can't see the pranks, of course. All kinds of stuff, you know. He's kind of, there's like a little love crush, if you will, a little love crush for Cash. So, get ready for that. What else? That's pretty much it. More comedy, of course. You need that, you know. You need more comedy. Dude, you guys look so serious. Dude. What do they do to you guys? Everybody's sitting there looking like. I'm like, dang, what is up?
We run a tight show.
Okay, all right, you know. You guys are cold like the stage right now. I'm like, come on, let me warm you up.
If there are pranks, then like slot and tell us all about. Are there really pranks?
There are pranks. A few though. I'll give you like one of my favorite ones is Cash. Cash literally pretty much takes Brett's Cameron's, which is Brett Harrison's character, Cameron's desk and pretty much makes a cement block out of it, which is pretty funny, and like the screens are like coming out of the cement. It's pretty funny, but that's like my favorite. So.
What about you as actors? Does anybody prank anybody?
Not anymore. We've kind of been like, all right, we've kind of got the all of the great pranks out. So we want to do one on April Fool's Day. We're trying to think of like a really good one to like get everybody. So one that Brett and myself were thinking about is you can't tell anybody. You can tell the world, but don't tell anybody here. No, we're thinking about like crashing through like one of these props. Like we're like, oh my God, you know, like fighting, and everybody's like, what's going on with them? What's happening? Ah, and you know, and everybody like screaming or whatever. And they're like, just kidding, we're playing around. We're just, you know, because we got to think of something like even greater than. You know.
Do you think Cash has like maybe this like the most epic prank like in his head? Is there something that he always kind of strives to like this one really huge epic prank that he always kind of want to pull off?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, it's like I would think that he's always trying to, you know, outdo himself with pranks. I don't know if there's like an ultimate like, oh my gosh, I wish I had like a clone of me, and then you know something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think he's always trying to like outdo himself though. So the pranks would get greater and greater because they're, you know, got some pretty cool ones already. So, yeah.
What does Cash look for in a woman?
He looks for someone to understand his nerdisms, you know. I don't know. He probably looks for somebody to really get his world, you know, because he's got like his own world of toys and figurines and comic books, and you know, you need a certain type of woman for that, right? Not every woman is going to be, you know, cool with that. They're like, what?
Is it fellow nerd?
Darth Vader gets more love than me? Are you serious? Put him down. You know. Yeah, I don't know. It takes a certain type of woman. So.
You've had a few cast changes between the two seasons. How's that affected the dynamic of the group?
It's good. I mean, it's like I think the main dynamic is like the female audience, you know, like because now you know you bring more females, of course, to the show, and it creates a new dynamic of like having it not just a man's office anymore, you know, or a man's world. You know, you have a few more females that come in and kind of add to it, and that creates a new dynamic of comedy between the two bosses, kind of like, you know, who's who? I'm the boss. No, you're not. You know, so there's like a nice little cat fight there. She's still serious. She's like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. You get that look. She's like, no, I don't know what I'm doing here. So, yeah, and then you have Erin Richards, who plays Molly. You know, she adds like that English, you know, very proper posh, if you will.
You guys are going to corrupt her, aren't you?
Sort of. There's a little surprise twist though. You know, can I tell them that there's a little love interest there going on? Okay, that's, you know, Cash is starting to kind of fill Molly a little bit.
And is it neutral, or is it just a one-way?
Well, we're gonna see. Right now, you know, Cash is looking. You know what I'm saying? Cash is going, okay. I might like a little English muffin. I don't know. They want to have some cream cheese on English muffin. Yeah. I don't know.
What's like working with Christian Slater and having him as a boss and.
Christian is a legend, you know. It's like, you mean just like in character or like just out of character, like just in the real life or in this or in make believe land?
In the real world.
Oh yeah, no, he's like I'm saying, he's a legend. He's like, you look at certain people, say like growing up, and you see like them doing very huge and great, tremendous, things on screen or whatever. And you kind of think like, oh yeah, like wow. But then it's like when you meet them and then you're working with them and then they're like really cool and. Christian is just one of those guys who's very professional, very just down to earth. A lot of people may think of him as like, oh my gosh, he's such a star. He's not, he's not, I don't know, reachable or something. But he's really cool. He's just down to earth, laid back, very, very, like I said, very professional. But he has so much. He's been in the industry so long. He has so much input. As well as to like certain technical things or maybe story things, character things, and you just sit back and learn from it.
What's Cash do with a new boss this season?
Cash is and welcome back. I remember you from right, and you, yes, both of you from last year. What was it? WonderCon? It was WonderCon. It's Wonder, yeah, San Fran. Yeah. Working with the new boss. Cash kind of course, at first, as you all saw in the first episode, like he really was like, dude, I'm so amped to prank this new temp, He was just very, very amped. And were you in San Fran too?
No, I was not.
Okay. Very amped, and of course, like learning that she is the new power. He's pretty much cooled down as far as like trying to prank her, of course, because it's the boss. But then, as the season grows on, you start to see that there's sort of a dynamic between them in a subtle way, because there's certain quirks that they're almost relatable to. Cash is into certain quirky things, very specific things, whatever, as well as with Veronica, which is Megan's character. She's into very quirky things, but in another way, So she's very like quirky in itself, within her character. So I think it kind of meshes really well. Cash works with it.
And how's working with Megan?
Oh, come on. Megan is a beast. She is like a comedic genius, you know what I mean? And I mean beast in a good way. They were like, beast? What? What do you mean? Everyone's thinking like, what? That's sorry, that's a slang on the streets that we'd be like, man, he's a beast, She is just like comedic genius, She just comes through and just, she can literally take a scene and like improvise it and make it into just like what bring another level to it, another level of comedy to it, and just watching her, as she does her thing, it's like you just start to learn like as far as like within comedy, like how you can really make something out of nothing. Many times, like if they have an idea to say, well, we have something here, and but then we don't have anything here. Maybe you could add something to it. She'll just kind of take it and just run with it, and so it's pretty cool. It's really cool. It's like. It's a classroom, if you will, for me, because I'm just like, man.
Alphonso, if there was like a Freaky Friday episode and you could switch with and become any other character other than your own, which one would you pick?
Which one would I pick? Any other character on the show? Because I was going for it. I was about to go real wild with it. Like I would be Count Chocula. Let's see. I guess maybe Christian's character, because he's so like his world is like his world. It's almost like his world is he's sort of like Cash, because he has his own entire world and his perspective of how things are or whatever, but in a much bigger way. Like he's making deals over in Indonesia and China. He's just like he's everywhere. So I don't know. I guess it'd be kind of cool to see like he owns a white tiger and like we're like what? I have a white tiger. That's hilarious. So yeah, I don't know. Like that character of Oz is pretty interesting.
The show's littered with pop culture references. Like last year, Ted McGinley's alias was Gordon Shumway, which is Alf's real name.
Yeah.
Like, to what extent are you aware of these things?
There's a lot of things that that I actually have to that I am aware of, but then there are certain things I have to look up. Like in this season, there's so many references, right? But there's actually a scene with Christian and myself. We're going back and forth about this. It's an episode coming up, I think, in like 2 or 3 weeks or so. But it's a episode where I'm pretending to be this client of ours that is like traveling the world, and it's kind of funny. And Molly's investigating, and I go back and forth with the banter between myself and Oz. Well, Cash and Oz, they're going back and forth, and he's giving this scenario about this character and why he should stay alive, because I'm pretending to be this character, and I've created this entire green screen world, and it's really crazy. You'll see it. But I go back and forth to him. Long story short, I go back and forth with him, and I tell him why he should stay alive, and I'm giving these explanations, and I start explaining, like, well, maybe, he died, but then right before he died, this surgeon came back and performed an emergency heart transplant with a baboon heart or whatever, and I'm kind of giving this reference to a film that Christian's in, which is Untamed Heart. But while the banter is going back and forth, I wanted to laugh so hard, and then Christian's face is like, it's really funny, but it's like this banter, and then if you really, if you know the film, you're just like, wait, they're talking about Christian's actual film in this banter of why this character on the show should stay alive. So it's pretty funny. But there's like hidden references like that where at first I didn't get, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, So it's stuff like that, So sometimes you have to look it up. Sometimes you don't because you just know it, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
If you're a short film, so have you ever been pitching a chance to direct a Breaking In episode?
Yeah, well, it would be nice. I feel like at the moment I'm learning a lot from the way TV single camera is shot. So of course if they allow me to to do that, then that'd be cool. It's funny actually. The first season they were like, it'd be really cool if you were to direct an episode, but of course all the stars have to be aligned if you will. Because there's actually a pilot that I shot and directed myself, which that's something I can talk about later when you guys, if it gets picked up and all that, then you guys will be, Alphonso, tell us about that. What was going on with that? So we'll see. So, any more last ones?
What would you say works better this season aside from cast changes? Is there anything else about this season that works better than last season?
I think possibly the more dissecting like the relationships of the office. I think last year a lot of people were asking like, okay, we love them, but who are the characters? They were just, and it's kind of hard to get it out in 7 episodes. It's just like, you're trying to, do these capers and things like that, but then also explain like the relationship or the dynamic of these individuals that have been brought together. And so I think a lot of people wanted to know, like, what's the relationship? Are any love interests going on? What's going on? Who's banging who? No, if you will. Not like people want to know that, but there's people that want to know that. Anyways.
What's the coolest gadget you got this season?
The coolest what? Gadget? I don't know about the coolest gadget, but I can tell you this season, Cash is like dressed up as everybody. I can tell you that. Can a real quick list? I mean, there's a quick list. Indiana Jones. It's going to be Indiana Jones. So you guys get ready for that. I don't know if you're ready for that.
I might not be.
You might not be.
We'll see.
But it's going there. I got leather on and everything, dude. Hat. It's crazy. Web. Well, actually, there's a mouse as my web. So there's that. There's Marty McFly. Get ready for that. Yay! Black to the Future. Yay! You know what I'm saying? That's there. Marty McFons. What else? Shona from The Last Dragon. Open chest with Doom. Get ready for that one. Lando Calrissian, because last season I wasn't able to do Lando. You know, I didn't Han Solo. So Lando, and then who else? Pirates of the Caribbean. What's his name? Jack Sparrow. We got a Jack Sparrow appearance. We got a. We got to make sure they can get cleared though. I think they're still kind of working it out, but you know, Cash does the whole hello everybody. You know, he does the whole Jack Sparrow thing. And who else? There's got to be another. There's one other character coming up. Lando. There's the Jack Sparrow. There's one. I can't think of the other one. It's been so many, and it's Darth Maul. Friggin' Darth Maul with the full-on black red. They took my eyes and put these red contacts in them with the horns. Literally, nobody knew it was me. They were like, "Is it? Who is that? Is that Darth Maul? This is more than 3D. What's going on here? This is Phantom Menace in the flesh." So it's pretty crazy. But I don't know my favorite out of the gadgets. But like I said, costumes crazy. Cool. So tweet it out. Boom. You got it firsthand. So all right.